haven't made $10,000 before. My name is Dean the Wealth Coach, your go-to guy for building wealth. And some people that have used this method are Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Charlie Munger, Ray Dalio, Benjamin Franklin, Steve Jobs. If you're unfamiliar with those people, Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King. Who else here used it? Serena Williams, Oprah Winfrey. And the strategy that I'm going to teach you to do this is called first principle thinking. This is something that I learned recently, and I'm also applying it to my 0 to 1 million or 7-figure challenge to make it easier to obtain your goals and breaking it down to the, what do they call it, the foundation of truth. Once you can figure out what the foundation of truth is, you can build back up and create your own system or answer or solution to the problem that you're trying to solve. So the first thing is, in order to hit 0 to 7 figures, I need to hit one income goal. And the first income goal is, well, it's actually 1,000, but I said, you know what? Thinking like Grant Cardone, I'm going to 10x it. So instead of 1,000, I'm going for 10,000. I did this before with the savings challenge of $1,000. I said, you know what? I'm going to challenge myself and do 10,000. So I'm challenging myself to do 10,000 in a month and giving you guys the step-by-step process so that you can do it as well. So first principle thinking, turning your goal into measurable, actionable system. If you can create a system, you can achieve any amount of money that you want to hit. But if you don't have a system and you're trading your time for dollars, it's never going to work for you. And that's what a lot of us are used to. It's because our belief system, we are told that you have to go out there and work for money in order to make that type of money. So with the first principle of thinking, I'm going to teach you how to use this framework to break down any financial or business goals into measurable steps. So it's almost like solving a math problem. Once you can figure out the math problem, it makes your life 10 times easier. You learn how to analyze your results and then test it again to make your system better to be successful. So what is first principle? So as I said, a way of simplifying a complex problem by breaking it down into their fundamental components. Instead of relying on assumptions, you focus on measurable, undeniable truths. Think of turning a problem into a math equation you can solve, test, and refine. That's why I like this so much, because I understand math. 1 plus 1 will always equal 2. 1 by itself will always be 1. So when you make it into a math problem, it makes your life 10 times easier. So our goal is to make $10,000 a month, but you don't know how to break it down into manageable and measurable steps. So if you use the first principle, you'll have a repeatable system for you to achieve this goal and do it repeatedly. Even if you want to make more money, all you need to do is just amplify what it is that you're already doing. So what you'll gain is a clear purpose for hitting your income goals, confidence in iterating when something doesn't work, and a practical way to think about your business. So some terms that you need to know are offers. So what's an offer? An offer is a product or service that you're selling. Example, if you're a coach, you might offer a $2,000 coaching package. Then you have sales, the number of people who pay for your offer. An example would be if your goal is to make 1,000, if your goal is to make 1,000 and your offer costs 500, you need to make 2 sales. Then you have conversion rate. That's the percentage of people who you talk to who end up buying from you. Then you have, so an example would be if 1 out of 10 people you speak to buys, your conversion rate is 10%. You have leads. So leads is the people who might be interested in your offer. Example, if you need 2 sales and your conversion rate is 10%, you'll need 20 leads, which equals 10 people, 1 sale. That gives you the 10% conversion rate. So that's what leads are. Then you have outreach. That's the process of reaching out to potential leads. So that could be through social media. You can pick up the phone, email, whatever. So if you need 20 leads in 10 days, your outreach goal is 2 people per day. So that's the terms that you need to know. So how do you utilize the first principles method? You define your goal. So you write down your financial goal or your business goal, whatever it is. So in this video, we're doing $10,000 because it's just easy number to use. So with that $10,000 goal, you need a formula. So you want to turn your problem into a math problem. So what's your formula? So revenue goal, so that's $10,000 divided by offer equals the number of sales needed. So we have revenue goals, but we need to know what's that number to divide, which is the offer price. So the number of sales divided by conversion rate equals leads needed. Then you still want to break it down further because we're trying to get to the very absolute truth of that problem of making $10,000 a month. So how many leads would you need? That formula is leads divided by time frame equals daily outreach target. So how many people you need to reach out daily to get them to convert them or them to become leads, the leads that you can convert, which then they become sales based on your offer, and then you make your income goal. So the example is your revenue goal is $10,000. Your offer price is $2,000. So you need to divide 10,000 by 2,000, and that equals 5 sales. So it's like, okay, I need to make 5 sales in a month, but you need to break it down further. If your conversion rate is 10%, what you need to do is to make those 5 sales, you'll need to divide that by 10. So 5 divided by 10 equals 50. Now you have your leads number. So the leads is the amount of people that you're speaking to. So based on that now, if you want to do this in a month, 30 days. In that 30 days, you'll need to speak to 50 people. So you take 50 divided by 30, and that gives you 2. So every day you need to speak to 2 people because remember what I said, your conversion rate is 10%. So 10% of 50 is 5. So you need to speak to 50 people. All right. So now that we have that number, we're going to execute and track. So take daily action to reach your target of 2 people. 2 is easy. You can go through either your email contact list, your phone contact list, or your social media list. If you take those 3 lists and combine them together, you should have anywhere from, well, I'm not going to assume, but for me, I have about 600 contacts on my phone. My email is kind of sloppy. I'll just say I have about 100 people. So that's, what's that? That's 700. My Facebook, I have maybe 4,000 people. My Instagram, I have about 1,200 people. YouTube, I can't utilize because I can't message you guys. So roughly, I have like about 5,000 contacts. That should keep me busy for a very long time. And I only need 2. So 50 people of 5,000 is very, very small. So now you figure that out. So now you track your results. How many leads did you contact today? How many sales did you make today? You want to keep track of that. That's one thing that I have been very bad at is trying to keep everything up here. And it's like, no, no, no. You need to write down everything because when you write down stuff, it's easier for you to go back and reflect what it is that you did. So if you message one person today and you said 2 was the goal, it's like, okay, I need to be better than yesterday. I need to do 2. So then today you message 2 people. All right, I did it, but I didn't get no sales. I got to keep going. If you did that for 10 days straight, you should at least get 1 person because remember your conversion rate is 10%. So you get 1 person. So you keep doing that. Now, you may be saying to yourself, but what if all 50 people say no? There's a thing called the law of averages. And the more you do something, it's not always going to remain constant. And with you doing it over and over again, you're going to get better at the process of doing it. So let your Windows 50. Of those 50 people, maybe 49 of them say no to your offer, but then that one says yes. Your conversion rate goes down. It goes down to like 2% or 4%, whatever the number is. But it's because you kept trying and trying, somebody will say yes. Or you will figure out what is working versus what's not working. For example, after 30 people, you're like, you know what? Nobody's really taking this offer. Let me tweak it a bit. And that moment you tweak it, somebody says yes. Or you change the way you approach people and people start saying yes. So that's something that you got to work on as you're going through that process. That's why tracking it is so important. They say you can only track what you measure. So if you're not measuring it or you're not tracking it, you can't measure it. So that's the whole purpose of having that. So you know exactly how many people you spoke to and you can keep a record of that. So iterate and improve. If you don't hit your goal, analyze what's missing. Are you not getting enough leads? increase the outreach. So if you're trying 2 people a day and it's not working, let's say you hit 50 people in like 10 days because you just want to speed up the process. Then you need to reach out to more people or ask those people, what is it about this offer that makes you say no, or why you say no? Sometimes what can come from that is, I'm not interested in that, but I'm interested in something like this. And you're like, ah, and now you tweak it a bit and you give it to other, or you now pitch your offer to other people with that new thing that that person gave you. That could be that missing piece that you did. And you're like, I got it. Think of this like basketball for those that play basketball. If you want to get good at taking free throws, you got to practice. You got to practice, practice, practice. Eventually, you're going to get better at it. Nothing is going to remain at zero. Somebody's going to say yes. Where the hard work comes in is actually doing the work and having the the shield to be able to hear people say no. No is one step closer to a yes. You got to reframe what no is to you. A lot of people are afraid to hear no, but no is something that's very good because it tells you what's not working and what you need to fix. But if you just keep hearing yes, 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 it's just going to fill your head with ego. And when that water stops flowing, you're like, damn, what do I do? But when you have those no, 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 you know everything not to say or what not to offer to people. So you get better at sales. Sales is what drives your business. Sales is what keeps you afloat once you're starting a business. So continuing on, if your conversion rate is low, improve your offer or your script. So do you see how these things are like correlating with it? It's like, all right, I'm not getting enough leads. Increase your leads. I'm not getting, my conversion rate's low. Improve your offer or your sales script. Do you see how you can figure out the problem within inside the problem? Instead of just saying, I want to make $10,000. How am I going to do that? You don't know what to fix, right? But this strategic approach allows you to just break it down to a simple science. So, no, I'm not gonna do that with you guys. So if you're liking this video, if you could just do me a favor, just hit the subscribe button. Also, I created a 30-day tracking sheet to help you with this. I'm going to link it in the video down below so you can get access to my Google Drive sheet. So you don't have to give me anything. Just click it, use it. If it works for you, send me a message in this video or on Instagram. So it's Dean the Wealth Coach, and just let me know how the sheet worked out for you. What you need to do is create an action plan. So your action plan is going to be starting with the smallest version of this. And I'm going to give you a 48-hour test, okay? So the 48-hour test, where's my thing? Ooh. I'm getting used to using Google Sheets here. Or not Sheets, but leads offered title. So what you're going to do is, let's keep it at $10,000 because I know you can do it. Well, I'm in grade 8 and I have learning disorder and I don't know what to do for grade 9. I don't want to fail high school. Listen, this is grade 5 math. If you're in grade 8, you passed and congratulations. This is something that you can do as well. You just got to figure out what it is that you can offer to people. Maybe not people in grade 8, but you can offer parents of people that are in grade 8. Math is very simple. I failed, well, it wasn't math, but it was in college. I was good at math until I went to this one class in college and I started failing. And what I did was I went to the teacher and I asked for extra help. She helped me every day until I got a passing grade and understood what it is that she was teaching me. But going back to what I was saying is, write down your goal and break it down into a math equation. So just like how we did. So you have your offer or the amount you want to make, your offer, how many sales do you need? Based on the sales, how many people you can convert. If you don't know that conversion rate number, what you need to do is do a 30-day test so that you get data. Data is what drives everything. Once you have the data, now you can go back and reflect and be like, all right, I spoke to 200 people and one person said yes. That's a very, very low conversion rate, but it's something that you can start with. So if you spoke to 200 people, your conversion rate is 0.05. That's very low, but it's something that you can fix. And you just keep doing it over and over until you start to see the results coming in. So where's the other thing? Yeah, so try this for 48 hours, see what happens. And if you're able to make one sale, then that means you're on a roll. That means now the next challenge is, I did for 48 hours, I was able to get one person. Let me do a week and try to get two more people. And two more people after that, now you went from one to three. When you have three, you have proof of concept. That means you're on a roll now. Go back and see what it is that you said to those three people to make them say yes. Once you have that in place, repeat the same cycle and do it again. If you can do that again for the next week and get another three people, you're well on your way to making that $10,000 or whatever income goal that it is that you have. That wraps up this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and also get the sheet so that you can start using it today and let me know how it works out for you. See you on the next video.